Can you guys see me? Okay, we're here. Sorry about that. God, this thing, YouTube, sometimes can be so difficult. I'm really sorry anyway. Hi. Welcome back. Sorry about that. Flipping heck. For some reason, YouTube will be working fine and then it'll just knock me out. And it's just like so freaking annoying. Thank you. Hi Space Note. I was told Alan was there, everyone was there, and all of a sudden, bang, everyone's gone. I wanted to ask Alan how his lady love was getting on at her new job. It always does that. We get really going into a live stream and then YouTube cuts me off. Hello again, love. If everyone's confused, Apollo is Chisel, Chisel is Apollo, it's complicated, but there we are. I've got tremendous backache today. Menopause, I wouldn't recommend. I know there's damp weather on the way because my joints are painful today. I think so, yeah. Anyway, it's probably a good idea that you're on another Space Note. Can I ask, how easy, difficult is it when you do a reactionary video? Depends on what you are reacting to. Oh, 200 wheels. Yeah, you did, sweetheart. I did see a nice post. Did you not get any replies from me? Because I did write them. That's a strange world, is the internet. I was just thinking ahead to Halloween and doing like a ghost story sort of live reactionary type thing, with people like chattering away pretty much with like a ghostly background, and doing like a Halloween type thing on Halloween. I just thought it might be fun. I know YouTube can be naughty sometimes. Yes, it can. Would work great. Thank you. Hello, John. I'm glad you're back. I lost you all. Very strange. Yeah, I was just like thinking of ideas for you guys for Halloween. Just something fun for us all to take part in. If you stream out and about, YouTube will reward you for it. Yes, it will. What we need is a spooky background. Tell you what, my backache today is a joke. Oh, the bloody hangers. I'm sorry, I'm in a bit of pain today. Basically, we're going on for 15 years of ironing has done irreparable damage to my poor back, and I am tired. I'm sore and I am tired and I am fed up of it, and I'm trying to avoid taking painkillers. I'd have to be really bad if I was going to take painkillers. I wonder what my 50th year is going to hold for me. I wonder if I'll have a birthday like I had when I turned 40. That was fun. Not. When I turned 30, I had a ruptured appendix and nearly died from that. When I turned 40, my husband had a widowmaker heart attack and nearly died from that. So what is thy 50th birthday going to bring? Place your bets. Painkillers are a lie anyway. It's like doing surgery with a shotgun. Yeah. Let's see, on my 20th birthday, my grandmother tried to jump out of a window while on some it was a tablet that she was taking. She'd had a stroke, like a brain hemorrhage, and these tablets that she was on were trying to help her with her the stroke that she'd had and also the cognitive decline. So they put her on these particular tablets, and she decided that she thought she could fly, and so she wanted to jump out of a window, which was not cool. Good morning, Sophie. You didn't sleep last night, John, I know. He's in a lot of pain, is John, with his toe. He's going to the doctors today, and hopefully we're going to get to the bottom of it. How are you, Sophie? I hope you're feeling a lot better. Everybody was really poorly over the weekend, so here's to all of you feeling a lot better. It's a shocker. I know, it's like the plague. good, darling. I'm glad you're feeling better. Well, I put you all a brand new post up. A video up even over the weekend. I put it up yesterday, and it's I'm telling you all about a ghost story, about the house that I used to live in when I was a little girl, a long time ago. It's 32 years next year since we left that house, and not a day goes by that I don't think about it. And it was called Bank End. And it's the ghostly goings on in the house, and it's just one of the stories that happened to me over the years that I lived there. So if you want, go check that out. You get why I like horror now. My nasal drip infection, according to doctors, 2 to 3 weeks before it's gone. Feels like my own mucus is waterboarding you. Oh, that's not fun. You can't beat them, join them, right? And that ghost that we lived with all those years ago, he lives in my mind. I got the distinct impression that that ghost did not like my mother. Life's a funny thing, isn't it? Moon goddess. Yes, well, that is what Apollo is. Or a moon god, or a moon goddess. How did the ghost not like my mother? He kept frightening her. I get what you mean. Oh, that's good. Your brother pranked you yesterday. Apollo 11. Oh, right. Oh, well, we got 3 astronauts up there. We're going to get 3 astronauts down. Failure is not an option. That one. I haven't seen that film at all. Apollo is the moon goddess, and her sister Artemis in Greek mythology. Indeed it is. Artemis. Oh, bye. Oh, sorry. True. Yeah. My eyesight today. It's a freaking joke. Oh gosh, we've got a full house today. We've got 8 people here. That's cool. Space Nut is like the dictionary, mostly knows everything. Yes, he does, doesn't he? Hello, John. J8. Good morning, J8. Oh, Crazy thing about Apollo 11 missions, imagine being the man left on orbit as the other two went to the surface. How are you going to do it? Yeah, how are you going to get on the bus with your crutches? Because people are not patient. Good luck with that one. Gracious me. I'm still stunned that you got let out of hospital with a bloody drip in your arm. That one, well, oh, that's going to puzzle me for the rest of my days. Also, Nixon had a contingency speech in case they couldn't get back. Poor buggers. Imagine being in a tin can, floating in outer space, knowing full bloody well that you were never going to see planet Earth again. Oof. Don't bear thinking about. Mind you, Tricky Dicky. Oh, I have never, nor will I ever be, a quitter. The day after, I quit. Oh, there we go. Apollo 11 contingency has been found here. Oh, sorry, lost you. I was just saying, I was doing an impression of President Nixon. I won't do that again. Obviously, YouTube didn't like that. Right. Well, this is the gentle way to get into Monday, isn't it? A gentle way. A gentle way for Monday. I like gentle Mondays. I don't like to rush things. Oh my goodness me, if there is one thing I do not like, it is a fast-paced life anymore. I can't handle it. I don't want it. I am going into old ladyhood. I want to go there gracefully, if I can. It's Q's darling. We can't talk bad about them. Oh dear God, that made me cry. Oh dear me. Dear God. Oh wow. Oh, that made me cry. That was so funny. I'm going to get her. Oh man, that tickled a funny bone. Oh dear me. Oh no, you just behave. Oh man, that made me cry. I was laughing that hard. Oh, dearie me. This is why I love coming to work. Oh. Oh man, you have made me smile this morning. I may have a seizure if you make me laugh like that anymore. I'm gonna get arrested. Absolutely. Oh, I don't know. Oh man. Oh, that was funny. You have me laughing for hours on that. Oh dear God, you're bad. I don't know. Sure. It's a scary place, it's the United Kingdom sometimes. It's nice to have a laugh, isn't it? We need to remember that we're on this planet, right, for such a short period of time, and living in misery was not recommended. Laughing is good for the soul. It is, it's good for the soul. It gives us something joyous to think about. Oh, I'm going to be giggling about that all morning. Absolutely. I am expressing myself. We still have freedom of expression, I think. Yes. Except when we do Philip K. Dick's Minority Report, in which case we will have the pre-thought police that will arrest you before you do the crime that you didn't even know that you were going to do, because the pre-thought police have already seen it. Lava! Hello! Hello! Yes. If none of you have read anything by Philip K. Dick, oh my God, that guy was on Next Level Genius. Thanks to him, we have Blade Runner, or Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? Yeah. If you want the actual proper title for the book. And the Minority Report film starring Tom Cruise was a Philip K. Dick novel, and they were the pre-thought police that would arrest you for the crime you have not done and didn't even know that you were thinking about. Bizarre. Wakwa, hi, can you say Zoe? Hello. Hello, Zoe. Someone yesterday was arrested for calling Stalin. I can't repeat that. Because Stalin is a tool. If I'm oh dear. You remember? Yes, I remember. Everyone remembers you from last night. I don't. You are gonna have to be so careful. Another space note. I love you, but I don't want to visit you in the gulag. Oh, we've been taken off. We nearly got taken off. Oh, I shouldn't be laughing. Can't get me in bother. Oh dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. Oh dear, dear, dear. You do make me giggle. Yeah, I love anything by Philip K. Dick. I think he was a genius writer. He did I Can Sell You Everything Wholesale. I think that was the name of it. Or Remember Everything Wholesale. Anyway, that was Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Excellent film, by the way. Oh, it's one of my favourite go-to movies as a student. I love Total Recall. It's just such a good film. But the original, right? It has to be the original film. Oh, do you know what's going to bother me now? Philip K. Dick. Total recall. We can remember it for you wholesale. That is the name of the book, and the film is Total Recall. But we can remember it for you wholesale, and just absolutely fabulous. And what's the other one that he did that I keep trying to remember? Let me see, Tom Cruise film. Minority Report, that's it. As an American cyberpunk action film directed by Steven Spielberg, loosely based on Philip K. Dick's novella, The Minority Report. It was only a novella, it wasn't a big book, but again, it's based on pre-crime unit. The police have a pre-crime unit, pre-thought police, scary stuff. The say my name thing is a sure thing. They get you to say it and screen clip you doing so. Only seems to be the female creators I work with. Huh. That's weird. Why is that a thing? Odd. Very, very odd. That is a weird one. Still, takes all sorts to make a world go around, right? That's what they say. Tell me about it. Very goodness. Guess what? So not goodness what, guess what? I did my glasses on today. Just getting freaking old. It's only the women I work with. For the men, it's grab the camera. For... Huh? You're 32. It's your birthday. Oh, happy birthday to you. Squash, tomatoes and stew. Bread and butter in the gutter. Happy birthday to you. Oh, I really hope you have a lovely birthday. I mean, I know it's going to be slightly difficult to actually experience a lovely birthday, but I kind of hope you do, even though your toe is absolutely killing you. Happy birthday, John. Back at it, yeah, we are. Working but celebrating. Birthdays are sacred. Any last words before? You are so bad today. Another space note. You are hilarious. Go do that voodoo that you do so well. Name that film. He rode a blazing saddle, he wore a shining star. Thank you. Mm-hmm. I'm a crab. Oh God. You are so bad today. The John Williams music should be playing when you're on another space note. Right, it's like a shark spin riding through the water. And you just go and get them. Anyway, I'll counterclaim in the court of human rights. Oh, unfortunately, you'll be sat in prison for a long time, so don't go there in the first place. Don't, my darling. Freedom is a hard-won thing, and you have to spend decades protecting it. Dear God, I'm laughing. I'm still laughing. Oh, I shouldn't be laughing. No, very. Oh yeah, I've been in prison, mate. Yeah, absolutely. I won't last 5 minutes. I'm too sensitive. I'm a mummy. Thing is this, when the school stepped on my human rights I claimed against them and won, they tried to call... Oh! Walk. Oh, you going to Greg's? Get a Greg's breakfast. There is. Bacon roll. You're never getting a job there. Hey, don't knock it. A job's a job, right? Anything that pays the bills, it's a good thing. It's good, right? You're paying your taxes, good. I would rather have a job. Always have a job. Oh, crikey. How are we doing? I think we're almost at the bottom of this bag. I hope. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 9 items today. That's good. That's good. Yeah, don't knock it, mate. A job at Greg's is great. Do you get discount on the breakfast? Because, you know, if you do, I'm in. God, can you imagine us two behind counter? Oh, we'd never get any work done. We'd be too busy laughing. Customers would be like, what are they on? It'd be like a stand-up comedian show. But it won't be a dull moment, would that? I mean, we'd get up, we'd literally be getting up, and we'd be looking forward to going to work together. I am looking forward to watching one of my favourite films from the year 2000. And I always watch this I would say I'd watch it at the end of August, going into September. Because it's sort of like my lead into spooky season. And it's called What Lies Beneath. You know, the one with Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer. The one where the ghost in the house, and it's just absolutely super scary, and it's one of my ultimate go-to favourite movies in the world. And I think it's because I really like the house. I mean, when did it become like a thing for me? When I'm watching a horror movie, I'm more invested in the house and the decorations and the layout of the house than I am actually invested in the horror movie. I was like that when I was watching Hereditary. I thought the house was absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful house. And, oh, excuse me. Oh, itchy nose. Itchy nose. Oh, itchy eyes. Wow, there's something irritating me today. I think I'm going to sneeze. And anyway, yeah, with horror movies and stuff like that, when did I start getting so interested in the interior and the design of the house? It's like that film, The Orphan, and that beautiful house they have out in the countryside. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, Julia Stiles is in that film. I'm a fan of architecture. So I'm like looking at the house and I'm looking at the furniture in the house and I'm thinking, oh my God, that is so nice. Where can I get one? Not the fact that they just had their head chopped off and it's rolling down the corridor. I'm looking at the chair thinking, I really like that chair. You know, I just think maybe I've slipped into that age group. You know, I'm looking at the house thinking, oh, I really like that. That is such a nice house. And you know, I'm thinking I'm supposed to be watching a horror movie here, and I'm thinking I could live in that house. And I'm the same, right? Classic example, the hotel, the Overlook Hotel in The Shining. Who hasn't fantasized about going and living in that hotel? I can't be the only one. I'm like, literally, can I have a room at this hotel, please? You know? Because it's just so aesthetically pleasing. And the outside, the views, and I want to walk around that maze. I was obsessed with the New York townhouse in the series Umbrella. I know! How can you not be? That house was exquisite. See, I'm right. This is why we connect. Yeah, because we see things. It's the house in What Lies Beneath. And do you know what? It was built for that movie. That house in What Lies Beneath was only built for that film. As soon as the film had finished and they'd done the wrap and they didn't need to go back and do any more work, they tore the house down. Why? It's beautiful. You could have sold it to me. I'd have lived there. I don't know. Oh, dear me. Oh. God, man, how am I going to get through this work today? Nice building, but yeah, it is a beautiful building, but it needs a lot of repair work. It is very, very old, and it's had a lot of people in it, and it does need, internally and externally, it needs thousands spending on it. It really does. It's a graceful declining property, and it is suffering from the stone outside crumbling. The Yorkshire stone is crumbling outside. There's damp. There are structural issues. It won't be long, I think, before they actually have to close it to the general public and only open it at certain times of the year, just to try to preserve what's there, but because it is in decline. Houses like that, it's a shame, but it's like everything. it can't last forever. I'm not an unreasonable person, but even I don't make 200 an hour. No, nobody does. Well, fairy, if I get it, oh, give you my discount. Oh, bless you. Like I said, John, I said if you and I behind the counter in Greg's, no work, we'd never do any work. We'd be too busy laughing. It'd be like a scene from Benidorm all the time. You'd be like that character that Johnny Vegas plays. And I'll be like Madge, that woman that lives constantly in a mobility chair because my back's about to go. My Greg's is where the bus stop and turnaround is. Oh, okay. So you get a lot of passing trade then? I know it's going to sound absolutely awful, but apart from having a Greg's breakfast sandwich, I haven't had anything else from Greg's. And I've only ever had those when I've been taking the child, you know, on back up to the university and stuff like that. It's the only time I ever get a Greg's. Madge, Matteo. Yeah, I'd be Madge. I like Madge. She's funny. Matteo, oh, Matteo is hilarious. Done all the work and this back, it is finished. When I've done this trouser leg, oh yeah. I hear the chime of the air fryer. Something is whistling upstairs. We're doing really well and we're nearly done all the work. Awesome. Absolutely flipping brilliant. We finished this bag. We have done it. Right. Not a lot today. I want to get the work finished. I'll be back in a moment. I have been for supplies. Palm bears, stone palm bears. It's a wrong joke, it is. Stone palm bears are likely. Love what compare. Thank you. 0 calories, only if stolen. If stolen, absolutely. Yes, John. They are stolen. Yes, another space note. Stolen palm bears. 2, 3, 4, 5. I called it right. Oh, Mary. So bad. Absolutely. More hangers, but let's get them facing. Okay, Jenga for fairies. Jenga, it's Jenga for fairies. Right, okay. Let's sit down and do an invoice. I'm fasting today, so no dinner for the space note. What? What? Why are you fasting? That's strange. Right, here we go. Creating invoices. All right, we won't do it that way. Okay, we'll do it this way. Right, must remember to write that. If I don't write that, my brain, being the way that it is, sometimes I forget things. That's another wonderful thing about the menopause. Brain fog. Hate it. I feel under pressure to remember more and more things, and it's getting harder and harder to do some days. And I just honestly feel like I am constantly playing catch up and wiping everybody else's backsides, which is really annoying when you're trying to remember your own shit too. I fast 2 days a week when I'm not working. Do you? Oh, interesting. Don't now. Watch time to have lunch. Oh, what time? No, I'm just going to nibble these crisps while I'm working. It's better than starvation, isn't it? How much do you charge for your business? Not a lot, really. It's never been one that's ever going to make me a millionaire. It's just enough to, you know, give us a reasonable standard of living. If you charge too much for ironing, nobody's going to use you. So it's one of those types of jobs that you have to, you know, see what the market can stand and then run it accordingly to that level. So it's never ever going to make you a millionaire at all. Shot back too far. Right, I need that. I need that to go there, and that one to go there, and that to go back in there. Do I have any here? I have one. Right, hang on. Turn that around and push that out the way. Go here in to the corner. Pack of stickers. Hi darling, how are you? Do you charge between 20 to 40? Yes, I do. Yeah. Am I well? What am I doing? I'm about to print some labels, which sounds a bit more boring and less exciting than what it is. Okay, yeah, that's the right way around. And did I write that number down? I did indeed. Clever mummy. You remembered one thing today. Okay, come on. Wakey, wakey. That's better. Right, now we need to shut this. How do I do that? With a printer. In you go, in the file, switch that off, go back in there and click that, and that, and that. Some days flow better than others, occasionally. Be back soon, sweetheart. Bye bye, darling. See you later. move those on there. I'll take these out of here. And we'll start with these. Oh, there we are. Awesomes. Awesomes. We've done it. Okay. Okay. Right. There we are. Take care, John. Good luck with the job interview. Home bears. Zero calories. In my dreams. Right, we have swapped the washing. We have got the load in the dryer. We have got a load in the washer. We have finished the first customer. We are about to start a second customer. I also ironed my own things. And I think we're ready for round 2 of the ironing board. And it may or may not be raining. I don't know. So far this morning, I think I have slipped a disc. I have been laughing that hard at absolutely everything, especially you, Space Nut, because you have made me laugh so much. And you too, John. Oh my God. And literally, I have hurt myself. I have laughed at that much. I have sore sides. I'm going to get arrested for laughing. I can honestly say it has been a very good, productive Monday morning. It is 11:45, I think, or just after 11:45. So that's a good thing. I'm hoping that we might be done for about 2 o'clock, which would be really good. Oh, I'd love to be finished for 2 o'clock. If I can get back to those kind of days where I don't really work beyond 2, possibly 3 in the afternoon, oh, I'd love that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love ironing, but it can take its toll on my back. And I'd much rather be chattering with you guys. I really would. Gosh, I came across an interesting post this morning. Well, actually, it was a video, not a post, it was a video. And they were talking about us, my generation, Gen X. I had to smile because the generation that's talking about us is my children's generation, Gen Z. And it was really interesting to hear firsthand what your generation thinks about my generation. But there are a couple of things that you've not got quite right about us. We knew how to make us own fun, and we find fun in absolutely everything. I mean, we find fun in inappropriate situations, and we just burst out laughing, and we can't help it. I think that's a natural reaction to stuff that we've seen as we've, grown up and grown old in this country, and it's just who we are. We can't help it. We're very sarcastic for good reason. Sometimes even we can't quite believe exactly what it is that we're looking at ourselves. And I've got to say, one of the things that I suppose the word berated is the wrong word to choose, for it felt as though we were being schooled and told off, right, by this lad in Gen Z, and it felt as though we were being schooled and told off, and that was, trying to remember how it was worded so I don't get it wrong. Apparently, my generation is dealing with past generational trauma, and we are pushing that onto Gen Z. And I've thought about it. And I've thought about it, and I've done nothing but think about this all morning. And my answer to that is no, we're not. We're not pushing our trauma onto you guys. And the one thing that I will say that my generation are doing is we are so protective of your generation. We literally would move heaven and earth to help you guys, because it's just the way we are. We can't be any other way than what we are. And we feel a great level of responsibility towards you guys. We really do. We think you're awesome, right? And you ask any person in my generation who's got kids, and we think our kids are flipping great. We think that they are brilliant. We're so proud of what you've achieved. And we can't stop telling you how proud we are of you for what you've achieved, and going off to university and changing the world and doing your thing. We just stand back in absolute awe with what you've achieved, and you're just amazing. So we're actually stood here on the sidelines cheering you guys on. We want nothing but the best for you. We want you to have it better than we do when we have it. That's our only dearest wish, is that you get everything that you can and achieve everything that is possible for your generation, because seriously, that would make us so proud, right? My generation, it would make us so proud to see you guys doing better than us. And maybe not all parents would feel this about their offspring, but I'm speaking from my generation, is that we would literally walk on hot coals to come and save you lot. We would, because we just think you are that awesome. we would literally die protecting you. But that is just the parent in us. We can't help but, it's like ride or die, you know, we're that kind of parent. You know, we are very protective of our young. And I think from what I could understand from this young man, he was like telling us off for protecting our young. And it's just nature, mate. You ain't going to stop it. You're not. You can yell, you can stand, you can scream, you can carry on the way that you are doing, but you are not going to stop the protective natural instinct within mothers and fathers to step in and protect their young. It's never going to happen. And that's what I think he was getting very upset about. And I'm like thinking, mate, who hurt you? Point them out to mummy in the car park and she'll go sort them out. You know, it's that level of protectionism that we've got within us. And we can't help it. Oh, you're all right. Honestly, I'm just talking about a really strange video that I watched this morning while I was having breakfast. Because sometimes I do that. I go out into the world and I see what other people are talking about because I'm nosy. I'm incredibly nosy. So yeah, it was kind of like we were getting told off for being so protective. And it's just like you can yell and scream and carry on as much as you like, but you are never going to stop that paternal instinct in parents to literally throw themselves in front of their child and protect them from whatever harm is heading their way. We can't not do it. And apparently that's generational trauma. It's supposed to be my day off, but I'm a workaholic. You yourself know that as the boss, a day off is like unicorn. Yes, it is. What's a day off? It's just a day with a Y in it. So yeah, it's just, if you're asking us to be less protective or, you know, stop smothering you, we can't help it. Right? It's never going to happen. So shut up moaning and enjoy the fact that we're here cosseting you and working towards giving you everything you ever wanted. One day I'll take a real day off rather than just be here by the phone. One day I'm going to go and take a hammer and I'm going to smash my phone. I think that day will be a revolutionary day. I know what I'll do. I'll put my phone in the microwave. Don't try this at home, kids. Probably cause a mini EMP in Yorkshire. Yeah, well, if everything stops working, you know who caused it. So yeah, it was just like, it was really a really bizarre video, really, that a Gen Z lad had done. He was like, yeah, allow us to go out there and make our mistakes. Perfect. I'm not saying that we're not going to allow you to go out there and make your mistakes, but this is where it's going to get very interesting for Gen Z. You're screaming at us to let you go out and live. We're not stopping you. There's the door. You can walk in and out of it any time you like. right? And your parents will always be there, waiting to help you. Whatever it is you need, your parents are going to be there to help you, right? And as I'm going to point something out now that's really going to upset quite a few Gen Zers, but I am really sorry. I know how much you want to be financially responsible for yourself. I get that. I do. I truly understand. You've got to work towards it, right? Get your education under your belt, right? Definitely. Learn to drive, that's another one. That's important. Getting out there and getting your first job. We're all for it. We're pushing you towards that. That's what you're supposed to be doing, right? Great. Then you're going to have to start saving. We had to do it, and you're going to have to do it. We didn't start out in the houses that you see around you. We started out with a little back-to-back, right? We borrowed furniture. Sometimes we didn't even have the floors furnished. You know, there were no carpets. If there were curtains up, that was a really big bonus, having curtains or blinds or anything like that, because heck, when we got together, we didn't have a lot of money, right? But that's what it's like when you first get going. You don't have a lot of money, and you beg, borrow and steal whatever you can to get yourself going, right? And you build on it, and it takes a long time. It's taken a long time to get to where I am, and believe me, we nearly lost it all because of the 2008 crash. It happens. It happens. You know what you do? You pick yourself back up. Yeah, you dust yourself down and you move on. And try as we might, we don't want you to live through what we lived through, right? It's not pleasant. It's really not pleasant, especially when you're teetering like that, and it could go either way, and you're worrying about your kids and everything else, and oh my goodness me, it's just a whole lot of stress that we don't particularly want to see you guys go through. It was bad enough watching ourselves go through it. The last thing we want is for you lot to go through it. But we're not saying that it might not happen. It may happen. And you've always got a safety net with your mum and dad. You've always got somewhere that you can be. You can stay with them because it's safe, right? Of course it is. Of course it's safe with your mum and dad. But it was like I was experiencing something like being beaten over the flipping head with, we don't want your safety. We don't want your safety net. We don't want you to be there for us. Oh, okay. No problem. We'll be like those people with the fake glasses and the moustaches and the false noses, and we'll be there with newspapers and we'll be following them around, pretending that we're not really watching what our kids are doing, but we really are, and we're sort of like watching them curiously, and to say, okay, you've handled that really well. And you know, basically what we're saying to kids is, you ready? Yeah. You got your job, you got your education, you got your driver's license, you got a car. You're going to go out, you're going to conquer the world. Best intentions. We're also here for you in case it doesn't work out. Because homelessness is not a joke. Starving to death is not a joke. And we're not going to let you literally do that to yourselves. You can experience it if you want to, but when you're fed up of it, there's a place here for you. Hello again. I always tell people the stuff in our house might not be the best of things, but we own it all. No debt collector knocking on the door for a bright house TV or couch or something. Exactly. Exactly. No, it's just, I just felt as though I was getting told off. I was like, dude, I don't even know you, but you know, obviously you need to get something off your chest. And it's just, Gen Z, you may not like it, but we are your parents and you're our kids and you're our kids for life, as we're your parents for life until we drop off. So if we're there to give you a hand and give you a leg up and make things slightly more easier for you than we had it, accept the help. It's free, you know, it comes with love and no strings attached. And we just want the best for you. It's not that we're putting on your shoulders generational trauma. Since when was giving somebody a leg up in life generational trauma? I must have missed something in that parenting class. But every time you stand there and you're stamping your feet, you're jumping up and down and screaming that it's not fair, that, you know, just remind me again what's not fair. The fact that you're living here rent-free, being fed by us, knowing that we love you and that we will protect you to the ends of the earth, because damn, if that's not fair, then wow. Wow. I just find that hilarious. See, my parents were get out there and find out what it's all about and off you trot, right? You can't cope. Oh wow, learn to cope. That was what we got. I'd like to think that we're here for you, as in we'll help you to cope. I used to think my generation was lazy. We looked at the boomers and it seemed like we dropped a beat or something. I wondered why I couldn't get as far as those before us. Now I see the data. We are poorer as a generation. We would have to work times 3 the hours and boomer work for the same level of comfort. Yeah. And what we're doing for Gen Z is trying to bridge that gap. That we don't want you to be poorer than us. We want you to be better than us. Have a better chance at everything. And that's our dearest wish, is for the next generation to have it better than we did. All the meantime, we're being battered around the head about it for actually wanting that for the next generation. And I just find it absolutely bonkers. And I am so tired of hearing that it's all our fault. We are poorer as a generation. Yeah, we are. Yeah. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Okay. You know, I'm sorry, Gen Z, that we are leaping in front of all the arrows that are heading your way because we don't want you to get hit by them. You guys actually happen to mean something to us, and we love you. And we brought you into this world with a solemn promise that we would always be there for you. We would always protect you, no matter what. Please try again. Unable to connect chat. Oh. There we go. How about that? See if that works. There we go. That's a bit better. I can see you all now. Yeah, hang on. Oh, we're dropping in and out. Oh. There we go. I think we've got internet now. Okay. Oh. There we are. Just lost the internet again. Go back. And it just feels as though I've just been battered around the head and blamed for the fact that they can't get everything that they want immediately. And it's like, we're working as hard as we can, guys. We're giving you as much as we can. Please bear with us. We'll get you there. Like, put out about it, to be honest. It was like a temper tantrum too far. You know, it's like when they were 2 years old and they're in the front room and they're kicking off because they can't get a game to work, and somehow it's all our fault. Even though we're the ones that are there shielding you all from all the crap that's going on all around you, because we don't want you to experience all the roughness that we experienced, because it was awful, it was horrible, and we don't want that for you. I mean, if you want all the experiences that we've had, fill your boots, get out there, find out what it is all about. Just know that you do have a safety net. And we are there for you. Lava, hello, how are you? We seem to be dropping in and out a little bit with the internet. I think we have a storm coming. It will be rolling across the moors in no time. That's what you get for living rural. So yeah, anyway, that was my response to the video that I saw this morning, and I was just like, okay, yeah. Righto. What can I say? I'll go to the foot of our stairs. So anyway, I throw the floor open to the younger generation, and you are living in a fantastic time, young generation. Look at all the technology that you have available to yourselves, more than I could ever hope or dream would be possible. And wow, it's breathtaking. Everything that you have is just so absolutely mind-blowingly amazing. And it's given you this glorious opportunity to literally work from anywhere around the world, right? Oh my goodness. Driver's license, education, the ability to probably speak a foreign language, which is something that I would love to have learned. I hardly think my French class lessons of asking Marie about her cat while asking if she had a red crayon in her pencil case is really going to get me going for conversational French 101, if you like. Because that is kind of like what my French class like experience was like. It was just bizarre, absolutely bizarre. But yeah, I bet half of you can at least speak another language. You know, you've got experience of traveling to foreign countries. You can use technology so brilliantly. It's given you so many employment opportunities. I just think, wow, I wish we'd had that when we were growing up, instead of imperial clunky typewriters and having to learn Pitman shorthand for secretarial duties that don't even exist anymore. But I can do 60 words a minute on a keyboard, so I suppose that's something. I just think that your generation is just so incredibly lucky. What a time to be alive and be young. What's your real? Oh, I can't. You'll just know me as Fairy, darling. I think that that's the best way forwards. Yeah, yeah, you all right with that? I'm just, just for safety reasons. It's like, don't put your real name on. Just run by an avatar. It's way safer. But I mean, everybody in my professional life knows me as Fairy, so it just seemed only natural to come online and be known as Fairy, because that's what I answer to. Yep, just works for me. Well, I probably got another 10 shirts in here and a bunch of handkerchiefs, and then that'll be us done for the day. So yeah, a couple of hours ironing today. I think that's pretty good for a Monday. The brilliance of a pseudo is you can be anyone or anything online. Of course it is. It's great. Honestly, it's one of the best things you can ever do is protect your identity. We're just running out of water. We have water. With water we can get the iron to work. Yep. There we go. Much better. I much prefer it when we have water in the machine. It does make it better to work with. We will have to buy you a golden iron or something when you finish having it. Oh, there we go. That would be absolutely hilarious. You know what I really need, right, is when I go in my nursing home, you know those toy irons and toy ironing boards that you can buy toddlers? Right, I need one of those so that I can, like, when I've lost my marbles, they can, like, give them to me and I'll be like, busy ironing. It's like, these things are obviously significant to her back in her day when she was younger, and it seems to bring her great pleasure. Therefore, we don't take them off her, because if we do, she starts to cry, that type of thing. You know, when I'm absolutely god demented. Oh my goodness, do you actually think, right, going forwards another space note, because we are like the same age, will there be a nursing home for us? Or will we be forever destined to wander the wilderness with our 1,000-yard stare on our face of like, yep, this is just how it's gonna be. You know, sounding a bit like John Wayne. Wonder what our future will hold. Will it be like that film with, oh, come on, Denzel Washington? I'll remember it in a minute. Oh, what's that film with Denzel Washington? Oh, come on, girl. The Book of Eli. Will our future be the Book of Eli? Bloody good film though, that. Yeah, that's probably going to be our future. Flipping heck. Like Gary Oldman will be chasing us around the wilderness, and we're all running around with a special book, the Book of Eli. And that's it, we've had it. Tell you what we'll do, right? I will settle for the iron that is in the Monopoly game. That will do me. And I can little tiny iron, I can go toot, 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 and play with that. Yeah. Somehow I don't think I will ever see old age. I think I will go before I retire. Which is a bit depressing, so let's move on. Okay, no worries, another space note. You go take care of yourself. I think I've got about another hour's worth of work, and then that will be it. protect my back, make it easier to work. We're up to shirt number 8. We're doing really, really well. Yeah, no complaints. Happiness is being able to do laundry and getting to the bottom of the desk. How long have we been doing? 100 and nearly 2 hours. Blimey. Alright, that's good. I think by the time we finish we'll have done about 3 hours, which is pretty good. Yeah. I think that's enough ironing for a Monday anyway. Hello. Having a bit of quiet time. It's 12:30. That's good, isn't it? Doesn't want to be much later, to be fair. There we are. Neatly done. Ooh, dear. Oh, this is what happens, right? When things fall over when you are my age, and it makes it so difficult to get it off the floor. Oh, the pain level of bending over, you have to grab something to just try not to tip over and stand on your head. Anyway, if any of you fancy a ghost story on my channel, it is the Ghost of Bank End, and that's the ghost that I lived with as I was growing up. And I lived in that house from the age of, I would say, 6 years old up to the age of 18. So I really did experience some ghostly goings on. So yeah, if you want to go check out a proper true ghost story, please do check out my tale, The Ghost of Bank End. Yeah, the absolutely true, unfiltered, terrifying ghost that we lived with, who was incredibly naughty and didn't like the fact that we were renovating his house. No, he did not. So yeah, I did that for you yesterday afternoon. It's only about 20 minutes long, where it will explain what went on in my childhood home. Lots of strange things happened in that house. We had a cat called Ginger who would growl at nothing. He could clearly see something we couldn't. And every time he walked through the front room, he would never walk in that corner. He would walk anywhere else but that corner. And things would go missing around the house. And if you were using things in your bedroom, they'd disappear into the front room. I know. Strange. Very strange. I think we might be done for 2 o'clock today, which would be really, really good. Gosh, I'd love to be done for 2. Oh my goodness, while I remember. My brain ain't what it used to be. Right, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shirts. 9 shirts. 20 shirts in total. Okay, not too shabby. Yep, I'm good with that. 20 empty shirts and a bunch of hankies, and then we're done. Hope you're all having a lovely Monday. a minute. also a YouTuber. Hello. I don't know what that means, but hello. And welcome. If you like ironing, you're in the right place. There we go. Bit better. Leave that to dry there. Oh, okay. I'll look that up when I'm not working, because at the moment I'm working. This is my job. I am an ironer, and this is how I get paid and I pay my bills. In case you're wondering, there you go. I am busy ironing some shirts at the moment. In between all that, I am doing loads of laundry in the laundry room next door, the utility room. There's something exquisitely wonderful about having a washroom and not having a washer in your kitchen. Having a utility room is way more hygienic than having dirty laundry all over your kitchen floor. There we go. Anyway, feel free to join the fairy family if you want to. Give us a thumbs up if you really like what we do, are into apocalyptic fiction, horror fiction, utopian, dystopian, nuclear war, pandemic fiction, earthquake, volcanoes, ice ages, zombies. If you're into that kind of fiction, you're in the right place, because that's what we discuss. And yeah, if you think that we are a good fit for you, please do consider subscribing and joining the family. We're a nice bunch, if I do say so myself. The time is 4 minutes past 1. We are doing very well, and hopefully we'll be finished about 2 o'clock, which will be brilliant. It will be brilliant to be done for 2. Mm-hmm. We're on the final stretch now, guys. Awesomeness awaits us all when the basket of destiny is empty. Davello! Good morning. Hope you are well too, my darling. Good morning, Davello, my darling. What kind of a weekend have you had? You are always such a sweetheart for calling by. Thank you. Had a fun weekend at the lake with your fam. Oh, wow. That sounds absolutely flipping awesome. Back at it though this week, eh? With a bump. It's back to Monday. We're coping exceptionally well, considering it's really warm here. Back to the grind, absolutely. At least we have weekends, right? Oh my goodness, what would we be if we didn't have a rest at the weekend? It would be... Actually, I don't know if you know Develop, but over the weekend I did an audio recording of ghost stories from my childhood, of the house that I used to live in that was haunted. Well, I had a really interesting childhood, and I did an audio of it anyway with a spooky background for you all. So if you've not checked it out, please do. It's called The Ghost at Bank End, or The Ghost at My Home in Bank End, and I hope you enjoy it. It was a very naughty ghost. Oh, please do. I think you'll like it. It's just genuine encounters that I've had with the ghost that we had there. My God. What an experience. What are you doing today then? Are you back at work? Just getting ready? Just waking up? Yeah, I'm working, making blueprints. Oh my goodness. Do people still make those? I do hope so, actually, because you'd never build without them. Or rob banks, for that matter. But that's another story. Well, if you come here for your daily morning of ironing, you're in the right place. I'm just getting to the end of the basket. I started a little bit earlier today because I hoped I'd be finished for about 2 o'clock. It still means that I've been ironing for nearly 3 hours. It's a long time to be stood, isn't it? I want to try a bit. Oh, bless you. Well, I actually don't mind standing here and doing the ironing. But after a while, your back does start to hurt. So that's why I'm hoping that I'll be done for about 2ish. So what are your blueprints for then? Are you working for a building firm or working for your local council? Are you working for Dr. X? I'm curious. finally. Sometimes gingham. Oh, why is it gingham and linen shirts that are actually the bane of my existence? They never want to sit still. They wrinkle and they roll around like nobody's business, and then look at me as though, fix me. I'm working the power grid, so I design new parts of the grid for new existing customers. I really don't mind it. It's just a lot of work sometimes. So you make the electricity that I need to run my iron. Wow. So indeed, you really are my hero, because without electricity, I no worky. Oh, that's me. Well, I'll be your number one fan girl, because believe me, I can't live without electricity. It would make doing this job incredibly difficult. Oh, actually, you know, every time I say, I'm your number one fan, who thinks of Stephen King and Misery? Oh my God. And that film has mentally scarred me for the rest of my days. That is a wild book. Oh my good Lord. The film did not do it justice. No. When you get to the scary bits in that book, did you read it with your eyes shut like I did? Stephen King can make you feel wonderful, but also flipping terrified, the ever-loving out of you, right? And most of your customers, people who you know, or do you advertise? Well, I do advertise, but quite frankly, word of mouth, that, you know, I could go, right, I'm not joking, I could go on a witness protection, I could change my name, I could leave the country, and they'd still track me down. Hi, could you fit me in for 20 shirts? How did you find me? I'm in a remote cabin in the middle of Alaska. They're like bloodhounds. They're like bloodhounds, mate. They track me to the end of the earth. So yeah, and if in a word, I'm popular. You know, woe betide, I have half an hour to myself. I get a phone ringing. I hear you've got 30 minutes that are unaccounted for. May I have them, please? What, is the room bugged? Who's watching? You know what I mean? Yeah, it just about sums it up. It really does. Many a time when people have phoned, I pretended to be the cleaner just so that I don't have to say, no, you're wrong number. No, really, you do have the wrong number. It never works. They always find me. You know, I'd be going to my wooden box, right, at the end of my natural life, and there'd be a knock on the lid saying, "You've got 5 minutes left. Can you fit me in?" What? Dear man, it's the day of my funeral. Oh, to be popular. Three more to do. It's like that song, isn't it? 10 green bottles. It's like 10 crumpled shirts sitting in a basket. No, but I so want to. Oh my goodness me, the Dark Tower series. It is on my TBR. I honestly, the Gunslinger, it intrigues me. I did see the movie with Matthew McConaughey and I think it was Idris Elba. But, you know, for somebody that likes fantasy, like I do, and I love horror, and it's a combo of the two, the movie didn't do it justice. No, exactly. Right, I have a theory. Right, I've never read any of the books, but I have a theory that Flag, who appears in The Stand, is the dude in the Dark Tower series. I'm convinced they're one and the same person, and they come from that realm, but on just different timelines, but they're still the same person. The Man in Black, yeah, thank you. But I have this theory that they are the same person. But yes, it's like a want. It is on my TBR, absolutely. Do you know what? Whenever Stephen King leaves this earth, I'm going to declare a year of mourning. It's like Carrie, the girl Carrie from the book, obviously the book Carrie. I believe her father is Flag. Right? I am convinced it's Flag from the Stand. Which explains why Carrie's got telekinetic powers. You know, it's just, there's so many different connections going through there. It's like Flag is connected to Pennywise. Pennywise is one of Flag's demons. It's in the multiverse and it's all connected. Like Jack Torrance, Flag is connected to him, and the Overlook Hotel. Yeah, all connected. Yeah, you'll be like thinking about the books that you've read by Stephen King, and it's all going to drop into place and make sense. It's like the dead zone, right? Yeah. The president, the guy that wanted to be president, Martin Sheen played him in the movie. Shoot, I cannot think of the name right now. But I think that president was Flag again. Bella Boot, my legs ain't connected. Oh, well, why not? You know, it's weird though, right? In the Dead Zone, the guy that would be the would-be president in the Dead Zone book, doesn't he remind you of a certain president that we've got today? And once you've seen that, you can't unsee it. Oh God, I'm gonna have to Google it now. Greg Stilson, right? The president, the wannabe president, Greg Stilson from the Dead Zone. Oh my God. Right? Doesn't he remind you of a certain president? Ah, Lavaka. Hello. I think kids are trying to wet me up. I thought it was Prime Minister where we live. Oh. Now there's a thought. Yeah, there's a thought. No, I was thinking about Greg Stilson. He's a character from the Dead Zone. It's a Stephen King novel, and he's the would-be, wannabe prime president. We have prime ministers here and in Canada, but we also have presidents. But no, Greg Stilson is a very shady, scary character from a book from Stephen King called The Dead Zone. Oh, it's a classic staple of the 1980s. It is absolutely freaking terrifying, is that book. And honestly, when Stephen King, God bless his soul, but when he leaves us, when he goes, I'm declaring a year of mourning. Because I just don't think I'm going to get over losing Stephen King. Because he's been so constant in my entire life. Since when I was born, when he started writing, which is 50 years ago. Right, imagine having somebody as a constant like that in your life for 50 years and then no longer having them. That is terrifying. He's like the scary uncle. We all have one. We don't want to admit that we've got one, but we've all got one. And when he goes, hello, Apollo. Hello, darling. Did you enjoy your film Interstellar? Did you like your film Interstellar? Who's Stephen King? Oh, gosh, he's written so many books. He's written 70 odd books in his lifetime. He's been writing for over 50 years. Have you ever heard of a character called It? Or Salem's Lot? Or Carrie? Or the dog Cujo? Needful Things? Tommyknockers? The Shining? The Long Walk? Misery? Any of these ringing a bell? Pennywise, yeah, Pennywise, It. That's the Stephen King book. And he wrote it. It's not just a film, it's an actual book, and it's called It. And it is a titan of a book. It comes in at just under 1,000 pages. It's a lot of pages. And it's absolutely, utterly terrifying. I've heard of Misery, The Shining and It. Well, those are all Stephen King. And as I say, he's been writing for over 50 years, which is a very long time, as long as I've been alive. I've watched both of the It movies. Ooh. Then you'll know how absolutely and utterly terrifying. Now, did you watch the modern version of It, or did you watch the Tim Curry version of It? Because I think, just my opinion, it's because I'm old, so indulge an old lady on this one, but I think that the Tim Curry version of It from the 1980s, early 90s, was infinitely scarier than what you got today. Oh, you've seen both of them? I just think that the Tim Curry version of Pennywise is way scarier. I don't know, it's Tim Curry. I think he scared the pants off me as a child. I was a teenager back in the 90s. To me, it just seems like 5 years. It's really 30 odd year ago. I think the modern one is better because it's like it got a lot more detail and blood. The modern one for me was a lot grosser, and it relied a lot more on jump scares, where the original television made for TV series was more on the story, and there's still parts of the book that have been missed out in the film, which is a shame, because the book, there's so much storytelling and world building in the book, it is lost in translation into the film. And it's a shame, because it really is one of his seminal pieces of work. If he is to be remembered for what he's created, the worlds that Stephen King has created, I think that's possibly one that we will look upon. It will be studied, right? In years to come, Stephen King will be studied in literature, whether it be when you're doing your GCSEs, or when you're doing your A-levels, or at degree level, but he will become studied in great depth, just like Edgar Allan Poe has been studied for the works that he's done, and H.P. Lovecraft as well. I do count us as being probably one of the, how shall I put this? One of the luckiest generations to have experienced Stephen King, and he's an experience. He was definitely a gift to humanity. Yeah. Oh, The Shining again. One of my favourite horror movies. Stanley Kubrick and Stephen King famously didn't get on, but the way that Stanley Kubrick translated The Shining to the silver screen was done brilliantly. It's an impeccable film. And it captures the essence of the book, which, when Stephen, bless him, decided that he was going to make his version of The Shining in that made-for-TV movie, and I've seen both of them. Although the one that Stephen did was a lot more faithful to the book, somehow, somewhere along the lines, it got lost in translation, and it didn't come to the screen as good as what Stanley Kubrick's version did. But that's just my opinion, and everyone has their own opinion of The Shining. But riddle me this: if Stephen hated it so much as he is purported to have done so, why is it in Doctor Sleep that he's stuck with Stanley Kubrick's timeline and created the hotel, the Overlook Hotel in Doctor Sleep, exactly as Stanley Kubrick did it. So riddle me that. Same with the misery. It's very hard to explain. And why did she try to kill the author, but then he killed her? It's very hard to know. Ah, right, well, that was a fight for survival, wasn't it? I'm your greatest fan. I've never put so much chill down one's spine as it did in Misery. There really, really could only ever be one outcome in the entirety of that story. And it was dog eat dog. It was an actual survival situation. And that is what makes it so terrifying. Have you ever heard of one called Needful Things? If you haven't, that one is about a shopkeeper who just so happens to have everything in that everybody wants who lives in the local town of Maine. And yet, he doesn't want a penny for anything that he sells. Instead, he will make you want the thing. He will even give you the thing on the proviso that you do something for him. A small, insignificant little thing. But oh my, doesn't it cause absolute mayhem and destruction of the entire town? Who is the man who runs the shop, who has all the needful things? Yes. Imagine if Lucifer had a shop that had everything in it that you wanted. I think they call it Amazon, don't they? I'm watching the trailer for it now. Hello, Eli. How lovely to meet you. Needful Things. Ooh, now that is a scary story. That's one of my favourites that Stephen ever did, was Needful Things, because again the character of Flag appears in there. Eli, darling, I can't actually understand what you're writing, but hello. It does look really good, and it is really, really good. You will love it. It is absolutely terrifying. The gentleman that plays the shopkeeper, his name is Max von Sydow. He's all the way from Switzerland, I think, or Norway or something like that, if I remember rightly. Switzerland, Swedish, something like that, but very good actor. And you might recognise him from a very classic film from the 1980s called Flash Gordon. And he plays the role of Ming the Merciless, just in case you were wondering. He also plays the priest Lancaster Merrick in the film The Exorcist, in case you were wondering. Very good actor. Very good actor indeed. Another one that you'll really enjoy, Stephen King classic, absolute classic, Firestarter. About a little girl called Charlie who has quite the most amazing power that you've ever seen. She can control fire with her mind. She is genius. She's a genius. Absolute classic horror. Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore plays the little girl called Charlie. And the music in that film was created by a group called Tangerine Dream. And they're amazing. They do a lot of synth, punk rock. Excellent choice. Have you ever seen or read Pet Sematary? Another classic. That's another Stephen King. That's well worth a visit. You see, my darling, you are so young, and the whole world awaits you, and all the books of Stephen King await you. What a wonderful time to be alive, and suddenly finding Stephen King. Is your heart not fluttering a little bit at the mere thought of reading some of the work that master has created for all of us? Oh wow. If I could be, if there's one thing that I wish I could do, is go back in time and reread all the horror books that I've ever read in my life and read them for the first time again. Oh, that would be a trip. Yeah, I'd go back in time and I'd reread everything by James Herbert. All the point horror books. Frankenstein, Dracula. Oh, I had such an interesting childhood. I'd watch Jaws for the very first time and I'd think, wow. Actually, if you haven't seen the film Jaws, it turned 50 years old on the 20th of June this year. I believe that. It's a film that's 50 years old and it's still as scary today as it was back the day they released it. I love Jaws. It's got the best music score, the greatest story, thanks to Steven Spielberg, changing a few things. It was originally a book written by Peter Benchley, but it was more a character-driven study, was the book that Peter Benchley wrote, rather than concentrating on the star of the show, which was our Jaws. He was sort of there as like the catalyst to why there was horror, but to be fair, in the book the real horror was the people, because the characters in that book are so unlikable that you're actually wishing that the shark would eat them all, pretty much. So I'm really glad that Steven Spielberg sort of looked at it and said, I like the basic premise, but I can make it better. And you're actually, the way that Stephen did it, you really end up liking the characters a little bit more than what they were like in the book. And you kind of not wanting the shark to eat them all, but if you just read the book and never saw the film, you'd be thinking, hurry up, Jaws, and finish the lot of them. They're all despicable. crispy watermelon when I'm done, because I'm so warm. We're out of water. Do-do. 2 o'clock. Didn't quite manage it, but I'm nearly there. Oh. Heading to a meeting. Have a nice day, Fairy. And oh, Devello, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, my darling. Take care. Have a lovely day. Enjoy your meeting. You're a very sweet young man. Thank you. Oh, that's the dryer done. Hip hip hooray. I am pleased. gosh, there's a lot of handkerchiefs today. Still, I think that's one of the last vestiges of a gentleman, is a man that uses a handkerchief. And the handkerchief is never for the man. He carries it as a last act of chivalry for the lady in distress who is in the need and want of a handkerchief. And that is the sole purpose of a handkerchief, and why gentlemen of chivalrous nature tend to carry them, which is always for the damsel in distress. So there you know. The more you know, hey? So if you gentlemen out there, you want to be gentlemen, buy yourself some handkerchiefs, put them on your Christmas list, and I can guarantee you this: you will have ladies falling at your feet, because they will know that you carry a handkerchief and you are the last of the chivalry. I've got quite a stack of hankies here. Yeah. Nearly done, everybody. I will be saying goodbye in a few minutes. I'd like to say it's been an absolute pleasure being with you all today. I really, really have loved it. And I will be back tomorrow to see you all again with some more laundry. And thank you very much for calling by. It's been an absolute pleasure. It really has. You've been so sweet and lovely. Yeah. The loveliest people. Thank you so much for calling by. It's been really, really lovely. Sophie! Oh, you've just come back right as I'm finishing. Oh. You've just come back as I'm starting to wrap up and finish. I've just got a few more handkerchiefs to do, my darling, and then I'm going. Me and my parents have a new Wi-Fi. Wow. Well, that's awesome. How's your gorgeous little niece of yours doing? I haven't seen her today. I'm out with my friends. Oh, lovely. Good. I'm glad you're out with your friends. As you should be. You're young and beautiful and hip and down with the kids. You're going to see her tomorrow? Oh, that's nice. That'll be lovely. I hope you have a nice time when you go see her. Right, one more of these to do after this. And then, my lovelies, we're done for the day. Dieta, how are you doing, darling? You've all been so lovely. Thank you very much for your company today. I shall be back tomorrow. My loves, I will be back tomorrow. I'm having hamburgers. Oh, sorry, I'm having lasagna for dinner. Oh, that sounds nice. I'm doing hoisin vegetable stir fry with pork strips, spring rolls, and a prawn cracker. Alright. That will be absolutely delicious, won't it? Okay, how many items? 20, I reckon. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, let's see what we have in here. How many handkerchiefs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 handkerchiefs. Right, well, there we go. My friend asked you what your favourite food. Oh, I would definitely say stir fry. Any kind of Chinese, Japanese, Asian cooking, absolutely love it. Right, my sweets. See you later.